South Jersey, twin crosswind 26. We'll depart to the south off the downwind leg. Go top.
Okay, so I'll get my GPS set up later. So 119.325.1227 is 81. What's that say? McGuire, sorry.
McGuire,
126.
Yes. 126.
Can you read that? Not a 9, a 4, or a 7?
475.
Good.
Atlantic City approach 134.
Yeah, it's really 1264, I think. Let's double check that. But you should have both of those freaks. I'm sure they're up on both, but let's give you both of them.
Jersey twins over top the field, 1500 southbound.
Give me 1 second. I'll pull that up for you. Freaks. Latest clearance. Yeah, right here. Can you write that down? 124.6 is the other. Here. Don't reach back. I'll get you a pen. I'll get you a pen. Actually, probably forgot. I usually have like 3 of them right here. Yeah, I got one. I think. Try to keep them on the outside edge, but I probably took them all in the house.
I do keep on the outside pockets. On the
I did.
Outside pockets.
1, 2. All mine are missing here on the outside.
Outside pocket on the side. Outside pocket on the side. The leaded outside pocket.
There we go. Yellow marker.
There is pens and pencil.
Orange marker. How many you got? Pencil.
Pencil works.
I got you one. I'm just reaching for red pen. So that's just good enough.
Sure.
I'll see if I can find you a blue one in your bag for the trip.
Flying W traffic arch clear runway 1, flying W.
That one?
Oh, actually, this is better. Thank you.
All
Can
right.
you put this one back?
Yep. That's why it's good not to have the engine running, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
we say that it was 126.
no, 124.6. That'll get you departure, and you also had 13425, right?
Yep.
Yeah, those are both good. You're gonna actually be. You had the right one for your sector, I believe. Yeah, for the north sector, but for whatever reason, dude, you just made 12 holes in the paper. Use your iPad just right on top of your iPad or something. There you go.
Downwind runway 27 plus.
124.6. The pen sucks. Okay, let's see what else you got. That was good.
I'm going this way.
Alternate. So 17 November is Cross Keys, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so just remember, that's probably like the worst place to go just because of the trees and it's very hard to find because it's set in a kind of an urban area next to the golf course. It's just hard to find.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
So I would come back here before I went there, but it is close to Hamilton.
Yeah.
You have a real emergency in Hamilton, there's a lot of places to land in the fields, right? Turf farm.
Yep.
Okay, what do we got here?
So we're gonna get, this is coming back, so N81 to N14, we're gonna go forward, all the way until here, and
Yeah, that all looks good. I mean,
yeah, it looks like the runway over there, this is the most likely runway because of the wind, it's gonna be 3.
Okay,
right?
I'll buy that.
And it's all left.
So I checked, you're gonna have like a 6 to 8 knot, not a 6 to 8 knot, a 4 to 5 knot crosswind component, and I just saw this one here. It was blowing right down the runway, but now it's actually blowing what it said, about 340.
Yep.
So there it is. Now it's going variable again. So when the guy landed a second ago, it was right down the runway. So you're gonna have to keep an eye
Absolutely.
on the windsock.
Yeah.
Okay, let's turn the avionics switch off.
All right, hold on a minute. You wanna see?
Sorry.
You wanna see the second one? So this is what I prepared for. But we can stop here and do it. I'm gonna be using a BOR BCN.
Okay.
I planned this in a way that.
So how many times have you been to?
KMA.
Yeah.
Many times, but never navigating.
Flying
Like
traffic,
never me.
take
Like it has
runway
been
1,
you
stay in the
navigating.
pattern, flying W.
And I have a question for you in there,
Yeah.
Paul. I was told that you cannot use the GPS when
GPS?
Yeah.
Absolutely, you can use anything in this airplane.
Okay.
Or on the ground, or there's no reason you can't use a GPS.
Oh, okay. Because I had a guy on saying that
No.
he doesn't allow GPS.
Oh,
like
some guys, that's possible, but I'll tell you what, if you use a GPS and you're relying on your GPS and if he reaches over and says, oh, your GPS just failed, you better know how to find the rest of this stuff.
Yeah, okay.
And he will probably do that, you know, if he sees you relying on the GPS.
So I would like to put in here, because that's another thing that I would like to do. I would like to know how to change it.
Okay, so timeout. What do you want to do? So first of all, we're not even in a screen right now. We're in a middle of an entry here, so we have to clear this. And I think you got stuck there. Either enter or clear. So we're in an activate screen right now, so I'm going to hit activate. So what is it you were trying to do?
I would like to enter in there N81 Hamilton.
Okay, so we're back on the nav map screen. So if you want to go direct to Hamilton, one thing if we're not doing anything, if we're not putting in a complicated flight plan, we just say direct.
Direct.
Because we're at an airport.
Yep.
You can hit the direct key. Then the outer ring first is going to get you the N, which we already have, so we don't have to do that.
Can I do it?
We were already on N. So we want to go into the big ring and now dial in. And since you're on A, you want to go backwards to get numbers.
I know that. Let me start.
Well, you don't do anything now.
Just
hit enter. Well, it's first shot and second. Now you have nav to Hamilton, but your ring is set pretty far out, so you can.
I didn't know what that was for.
So let's go ring in. It'll get bigger and bigger map.
Is number 2.
That's not too bad right there. That's probably good enough to find Hamilton, maybe even a little more. Now watch. The next thing you can do is look down here, it says nav.
Right.
This is going to control you through the nav window, so you can turn it. That's going to give you basically a VOR needle. If you turn it to the left on the nav screen, and one click, it's the second block here, gets your map screen. But the important thing to remember if you get out of here is the big knob is going to take you out of the nav screen to waypoint screen. So you don't want to get out of the nav screen. With the big knob takes you to other menus.
Okay.
So you want to be in the nav screen. So see the white right there? We want to go to nav, and then you can rotate through all these. You really don't want any of these. That's your altitude. We're not going to be using that. You're not going to be using your RAIM screen with satellites. You're not going to be using, this has got ground speed, track. This will not be useful.
Is that a 530?
What's that?
Is that a 530?
It says right here. It's a 420.
420.
So the 530 is bigger. The 420 is a nav comm, but it doesn't have a VOR radio in it, or a glide slope. So you notice there's no glide slope here, so it's all controlled off the nav2, COM2 radio. So I'm going to put you back on the nav, which is the second white block. You use this to get to it. If you never touch these two buttons except for tuning, you'll have no problem.
So there is a defect.
Yeah. The big one's going to take you to different menus, aux, waypoint, nav.
Okay.
And then the little one, that's where you want to be most of the time. That if you go too far to the left, you're going to get the VOR needle, which is very useful if you have two radios. But you probably want the nav map, right? That's what,
I do.
And then you got desired track. So you got waypoint to you're going to, you got desired track, the distance to it, ground speed, active comm, standby comm, and distance is in there twice. We can change.
Let's see. Let's do our communication. If I turn it off and on, will it retain the?
It should retain all your comm frequency. Why were you going to turn it off though?
Oh, okay. I was going to put the second radio. I was going to put the Hamilton. 2 will be.
Flying W traffic, Archer and final runway 1.
Hamilton is 122.7. No, actually, this is good.
I would not use that radio for this. I would just do this flip-flop.
Should we use this for the weather?
I would.
Okay, so 1325, that's good. And I'm going to use this.
This is your nav radio, though. So you're not going to get any comm over here.
Okay, so here I have.
So what are you trying to do? Just tell me real quick.
No, I was trying to put 80s here, but it happens that the 80s in Hamilton is the same as the.
Yeah,
as
so
the
you're gonna,
frequency.
when you get halfway there, just switch out 1228, go over to McGuire, like, go over to McGuire, put 1227, flip out of McGuire, you'll have 1227 in the top, and when you're within 4 or 5 miles, you'll be able to get
So
the...
you're saying is Maguire 124,600?
No, that's Atlantic City. You want
It should be
126475.
126,475.
126
475.
475. So you got
Okay, so we're
McGuire in
gonna
there.
Maguire and then we switch it to okay.
Yeah, and you're all set. So let's turn the avionics power off and the master off so we can restart.
Headsets on.
Yeah, I'm good over here, sorry.
The sentry says that it's not connected. It's connected now. Good. Thank you.
Yeah, we got 6 watts going out, so something's on. Okay, yeah, so listen, the reason I wanted you to do this now is, that's just one of those things that you
midfield left downwind, runway 27, departing
later on go, oh, I should have, you know, I crashed the plane because I lost my GPS because I didn't set it before I turned the plane on. So now, you probably have like 8 hours or 11 hours of GPS going, so just continue.
Flaps up, so headsets, flaps up, radios. Let's get our 80s, that will be in
clear. Temperature 06 Celsius. Dew point -12 Celsius. Altimeter 3031. Remarks.
There's Gino.
-1,400. Automated weather observation 2029er.
Line up traffic, Archer and final runway 1, line up
0 at 06. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 06 Celsius. Dew point -12 Celsius. Altimeter 3030. Remarks.
030.
Density altitude
Cross-street traffic, use caution, 2 minutes until skydining over the field, 13
Okay,
miles below, skydining over cross-street, 2
Automated
minutes,
weather
watch out.
observation 2029er Zulu. Wind 29er 0 at
Paul, there is 3 switches here. There is one down.
dew point.
What is the middle one for? That's just...
Just look, it's actually labeled somewhere, but see, it says speaker, headphone, and I think it's, everything's on auto right now, so I think if you want it on auto, you leave it in the middle.
Alright, sounds good. So I have my 80s, altimeter set, head indicator is set, flying instruments. Good, everything's looking good.
I'm gonna have a quick look as soon as I put this flight plan in.
Ground contact, parking brake, release.
Okay, so my friend, you told me you didn't want me involved in your flight today.
Yes.
So I will try and acknowledge or abide by that, but I am gonna tell you, you never know when you're gonna have a surprise when you're flying. So be ready when you get up. I'm not gonna tell you what the surprise is, but it's not me, I'll tell you that.
Sure. Well,
so I happen to know you're gonna have a little surprise that we're gonna see.
Alright, let me...
That you're gonna get.
A little surprise that I'm gonna get when we...
Yep.
Okay.
And it might be a surprise you don't know what to do anything about either. Okay.
The good thing is that...
Hey, let's do this,
I learned from my mistakes. So, brakes, Texas set. Let me take brakes really quick.
You know what else I'm doing? I'm taking my mask off because we're both vaccinated.
Yeah, go. Brakes are good. Want to test your brakes? Okay, before taxi check.
Yeah, I'm taking my mask off because you and I are both vaccinated, and I had about, I'm 2 weeks and you're 2 weeks, right?
Yep.
So let's find out if these damn vaccines work. Barbara will probably be giving me a radio call. I'm gonna check my brakes. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
On the RNAV 26.
My brakes are good.
Flying W traffic, Skyhawk 62862, taxiing runway 1. Flying W.
South Jersey traffic, Cherokee is departing runway 26 in the pattern, South Jersey.
Cap 2936 Skyhawk will be entering the downwind, 24, landing 4 Lake.
Cross-keys traffic, use caution. There are skydivers over the field right now. Skydiving in progress over cross-keys right now. 13,000
I'm sorry,
below.
it is way too cold to be skydiving today.
Yeah, I agree.
Even if you're Shane Rogers or some other professional skydiver.
I didn't see any meat
Taxi slow. Remember I got in trouble last week?
Yeah.
Yeah. I get in trouble for everything that happens at the entire Flying W airport, so if you're with me, Do your best to not do anything.
But you are the default fault. It must be
Yeah,
fault.
watch out. These are students coming out here.
Traffic arch taking active for my 1, staying in the pattern plan.
So let's not slow down too much or you'll give this guy the idea. Yeah, you're doing it right.
I run up.
Yep.
So I'm going to step up.
I like it. Okay, boss. Why don't you give this guy some room, go up a little further. I am going to give you some instruction right. Okay, that's good right there. The helicopter just left, so.
South Jersey traffic got a helicopter about 1.5 miles final on the RNAV 26, South Jersey.
Here to do my run up. Parking brake. Set. Cabin doors and windows are closed. Elevator trim set for takeoff. Flight controls.
So,
traffic, Cherokee is downwind for 26 out there.
I can't tell. This is either the Penn Star going into South Jersey or this new guy coming back here. I can't. I think our new guy is red.
Throttle. It's red.
The red helicopter was just here. It's kind of like the Coast Guard helicopter, red color.
Okay, 70 mixer, ding, 2 fingers.
South Jersey helicopter, 1 mile final for 26.
1, 2. There was a 75 drop in there. 1, 2.
Traffic, Skyhawk is turning base to runway 24, landing Lakewood.
1. Suction gauge, good. Engine instruments. Engine looks good. Oil temperature is okay. The oil pressure is okay. Looks good. Ammeter. Positive in there. Car hit.
Traffic here then, left base to final 27 cross.
Yep, there is a drop. Car hit is working. Throttle aisle.
So somewhere on that checklist, does it tell you to enrich the mixture completely before you do your run-up?
Jersey traffic, Cherokee is on final. Have the helicopter in sight.
Mixture lean. Okay, that's fine. So just so you know, the reason that's in the book is if you're at altitude, you would lean it to the altitude. So this is well, listen, just be aware there's a reason it says lean, and I want you to understand what it is. You would lean it to the altitude you're going to fly, but I don't know that you want to have it lean necessarily because trying to find out if the engine runs properly, and we're at sea level on a relatively standard day. So we can talk about this later.
All right, so good.
But we do want it full rich when we leave, unless we're leaning it to an altitude.
Log adjust, parking brake release. Run up checklist complete. Let me do my. Before I get in there, let me do my.
But it's too late. They just stole your spot anyway. So.
Yeah, let's do the string here. So before takeoff, flaps as required. Mixture rich in. Car hit off. Lights as required. So let me give pitches. I had the beacon. I mean, 1 navigation lights too.
So it looks like your strobes aren't on. I can't tell with the farmost
this
light.
Is beacon.
Yeah, what's the full right bottom row switch?
Pitot heat.
So yeah, we don't want pitot heat, but we do want. It looks like. Does that say nav or strobe?
That's nav.
Okay, let's put our nav lights on for sure, and that says strobe. Let's put those on.
Okay.
These are all free to you, man. You're paying by the hour.
Yeah.
I would use all the lights available.
Set for takeoff, it is.
Turning base
An
runway 1,
indicator, I will. Let me recheck. Yeah, heading indicator looks good. I'll check.
004 right now.
Transponder, 1200 time.
1200. Dude, look at this again. 1200 squawking altitude. So.
That's BFR.
Right, but it could be on standby when you get in here like that. You always have to check. Like that's no good. So we want to make sure it's squawking your altitude and 1200.
Okay.
Or it could be off like that. So anyway, we want it on altitude.
Okay. Before takeoff checklist.
Okay, I'm just gonna back up your check and tell me the trim wheel's set, because I can't see that.
It is set for takeoff.
Everything else looks good. Primer's locked over there.
Primer is locked over here, yeah.
Okay.
Flying W traffic, Archer
Okay,
here,
so
final runway 1,
we're
flying
gonna
W.
head 184, which is that way. So I'm going to take off, wait a little bit because I need to get out of the pattern. So I'm gonna probably climb. I'm gonna go straight and climb to 1,000.
Can I give you a quick suggestion?
Sure.
So right now, if it was busy, you want to get lined up, because the next guy comes down here is going to take your spot. Because if I come down the taxiway, I think, oh, that guy's still doing his run up. So we don't want to hit him, and we don't want to get any closer than this, but you're now in position for number 2. Okay. Actually, let's turn a little bit more so we can see. We can see the approach. And neutralize, and we're good right here. This is perfect. Okay, I like this. Now there's no doubt that we are ready for departure and no one's going to cut in front of you. Okay, you were just telling me you were going to go 184.
184, but I'm going to get out of the pattern because
I wouldn't. I'd fly the downwind leg and just depart from the downwind to the south.
Okay.
You're going to keep that mask on, aren't you?
Yeah, no.
Come on, dude. If you and I aren't safe in this plane, that means the vaccines don't work, right? We're both vaccinated for more than 2 weeks, right?
Yep.
Okay.
We are.
So if we're afraid to take the mask off, then
No,
that means that the vaccines don't work and we're dead.
I agree with you on that.
Unless you have the variant and you want to tell me about it, I don't know.
Is he waiting for somebody?
I don't know what he's doing now. He might.
Archer clear, runway
There we
1,
go.
flying W.
They're waiting for that guy to call clear. 2549 Yankee.
Traffic Cessna taking runway 1 for departures to south, flying W.
Oh man, it feels good to
So
not have the mask.
Yeah, it does. We deserve it. A year of this.
Yeah.
That guy looks like his door is open. It was. He just tried to close it.
Okay.
Okay, let's
Just
get a
gonna line
little
up in
closer. Okay, I'm going to try and shut up from here on.
Yep.
Probably won't work, but I'll try. Good thing my sister Cecilia is not a flight instructor.
And you're just gonna be here. There is a. No, that's a bird. That's not.
As a bird, I don't see anybody else except for him, but looks good. I noticed on all the videos I never finish complete sentences because we always get interrupted by something.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a lot of stuff going on out here. I'll try to talk. That is a bird. Okay, let's get in a position. Can you see where he is?
Yeah, I can see it. I can line up and wait.
Oh, he's still on the runway?
Yeah, yeah.
What's he doing?
He just took off.
That was about 30 seconds. What happened? Was he stopped?
I don't know. He even started flying W traffic is Skyhawk 6262, taking on runway 1, flying W.
You can see spring is almost here, right?
Uh-huh. Looks nice.
Yeah, this guy definitely had. So you see how he's tracking so far to the right?
Yeah, I see that.
Really,
Okay, so
really slow.
let's just put it here. Good. So one inside. Here we go. Are you ready?
Not here, Chief. You're trying to trick me now. I am going to put my seatbelt on, though, since you don't have a pilot's license. All right. That is Chris with that guy.
Airspeed is alive. 50, 55, 60, rotate.
I got that. Do not even look at that falling checklist.
Yep.
Oh, now I know why that guy's going so slow. There's a little wind. I got that for you, even though I'm not here.
Thank you.
Here, I'm going to give it to you, and you're going to put it under your leg. Well, you don't have to do it now.
Traffic Cessna right crosswind 1, flying.
Whenever you drop something, just put it under your leg. Oh, there's Tom down there having a picnic.
Traffic, Cardinal 19762 is 10
Okay, ready?
inbound.
Take that.
Land, join the
Cold in here.
downwind for 2.
Put some heat on, Chief.
Where is the hit?
Over here. I don't know which one's heat. The labels are worn off, and when you pull either of them, the heat comes on.
It's outside. If I pull it inside, it's on.
I don't understand the question.
Both levels are.
Keep flying the plane. I'll tell you when we get out of here. When you pull this out, the heat's on.
It's on. Both of them are on.
Well, one of them is heat and one of them's just air, but
Both of them are on.
both of them turn the heat on, so I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, so, and talking to myself here, but
Yes, you are.
Flying W traffic, Archer taking active runway 1, standard pattern, flying W.
So now, well, I'm gonna let you figure it out, but that guy's taking off behind you, so that's what you're at. I do need to tell you, this is a safety issue. So you waited till 1,000 feet to make your crosswind turn. Now there's a guy taking off behind you, and he's gonna turn before you. So you really have to be careful now. So let's lift your wing and see where he is. I can't tell. So you can just fly wide.
So it's right behind me. I can see it. I can see it in right here.
Okay.
Guys, right behind me.
No, it's not him. He's not even airborne.
Chef, is that rain, Paul?
What's that?
Is that rain or fire? You're not here.
I told you there might be a surprise today.
Yeah?
Might be the surprise. What do you think?
Looks like fire, doesn't it?
Those are controlled burns in the Pine Barrens. They're burning the woods before the dry season gets here. So you're pretty high above the pattern, and he didn't even turn crosswind yet, but he is going to.
W Cherokee 3 miles west of the field inbound, setting up for a crosswind entry for a 1 flying W full stop.
Flying W traffic, Archer turning crosswind runway 1, flying W.
Okay, so you have all the other traffic in sight on your ADSB, and you know where you're going. Beautiful day out here.
Yeah, it is beautiful. Alright, so 2000 leveling off now.
South Jersey traffic, got a wet Archer, 7 mile final on the practice VOR 26 approach, South Jersey.
Flying W traffic, Archer turning downwind runway 1, flying W.
South Jersey running right downwind 26.
So my Chichi said 184, so supposed to be the right heading. But looking at my GPS,
I would say the top one is the heat, even though the labels are missing, worn down.
okay, good to know.
Because every plane, all the important labels are worn off, and the nav and the strobe and the landing and taxi lights and the pitot heat. You have to be like reading Braille to, we should bring a gun out here and type new labels.
Right downwind 1 flying W, looks like number 2 in the pattern.
Touchdown Mansfield Cardinal 762 is 3 southwest on the 45, left downwind 26, touchdown Mansfield.
South Jersey Regional, White Archer, 5 mile final, runway 26.
Kind of bumpy here.
South Jersey Regional.
Well, maybe there's a little turbulence below.
Flying W traffic, Archer turning base runway 1, flying W.
South Jersey running right downwind 26.
Flying W Cherokee, right downwind 1, number 2 to land, flying W.
Sorry, trying to get something out of my pocket that's really buried. Yeah, they're doing a controlled burn. 1, 2, 3, 4 different places, 5 different places this afternoon.
Wow.
So, and this will be going on for at least another month. So, do you see Atlantic City from
Flying
here?
W traffic, Archer turning final runway 1, flying W.
Just scan the horizon, starting there, and look down.
Right there.
Yep. Only thing missing is Trump Tower, or Taj Mahal is blown up, right?
Yeah.
We're over the number 26.
Roger.
I was looking.
Touchdown man, old traffic, Cardinal 762, midfield left downwind, runway 26, touchdown municipal.
South Jersey Mini turning red base 26.
South Jersey traffic, White Archer, about a 3-mile final. We'll be following behind that Mooney, South Jersey.
We'll be out here before you.
Flying W, Cherokee base, final 1, full stop at the W.
South Jersey Mooney, turning final 26.
Flying W, traffic Cherokee, about 7 west, inbound for 1, flying W.
Yo. Yo.
Yo!
Yo. Yo. Yo.
Spot 10 municipal traffic, Cardinal turning west 8.
That was fun.
Spot 10 municipal.
Flying W traffic, Archer. Runway flying W.
So while
Flying
we
W traffic,
wait,
entering
let me
right
check.
downwind 1, flying W.
Let me look for a runway over there. Take runway. And it seems that runway 3 is the best.
South Jersey Mooney clear.
Queen. So, I'm gonna set it up for runway 3. And I'm going
Flying
to
W
get
traffic,
my,
bearing about 20 miles.
I'm gonna get my 80s because I am
You are what?
8.6 actually. Actually, I'm at a good point to get my 80s because it's 10 miles if I remember correctly. So I'm gonna place this 1 to 7 point, 1 to 2.7, 1 to 2.7. And
Okay, I didn't cut you off, did I?
so let's do.
Ocean County traffic, Cessna, low approach to 6, Ocean County.
Ocean County traffic, Cessna Hotel Romeo, left downwind, runway 32 has the runway 6 traffic in sight.
Hamilton traffic, White Sky 214 Echo, departing runway 3, remaining in the pattern. Hamilton traffic.
3-mile, Ocean County, Cessna on 6. We are downwind, Ocean County. You guys can... That you have.
Cessna Jersey traffic, Cherokee turning left base 25 Central.
Yes, it's Hannah. Who is that?
Brett.
Hey.
Easy the frequency today.
Say again?
Easy the frequency.
Yeah, it's a busy day today because it's so beautiful out. It's Sunday and people have been locked up for, what, 2 weeks now? Maybe probably all winter, right? You weren't doing flight training, you probably weren't flying that much, so. Feels good to have this mask off.
Yeah, I agree.
Wakes, FM Montana. Ability 10. Sky condition. Clear. Temperature missing. Dew point missing. Altimeter 3028.
3028.
Appreciate it.
Ocean County traffic, Cessna Hotel Romeo departing the pattern to the practice area, Ocean County.
So I'm 5, I took them out to the destination. I'm gonna start my descent.
Not here.
That looks like there is an airport just in front of me. I wonder if that's Hamilton.
No idea. Not even here.
Open
It
up
is.
traffic, radio code turning down
It is
1431,
Hamilton.
Vulcan.
And I need to get to... Okay. So I'm gonna start open myself a little bit here because the runway, the active is runway 3.
Do you have any other aircraft on your ADSB?
I don't actually.
I have quite a few, so just be careful. I'm just gonna give you, I got somebody plus 700, so he should be, there he is right there, you got him?
Yeah.
Straight ahead, plus 700 feet, going left to right.
Yep.
Okay, so keep an eye on your iPad for ADS-B traffic. And which runway were you planning on landing on?
Runway 3, which is the runway on the other side.
Landing that way?
Landing this way, yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to join the downwind right now.
Echo, left downwind.
You're going to join the downwind for 3, okay. That makes...
Is that a plane over there? It is. Yes, it is.
There is an aircraft minus 400.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay, but it seems that they took off from the other runway.
Well, if he took off that way, that makes sense, right? Because that's where you're landing. You're saying he took off that way. That's where you're going to land.
He took off that way.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think he came out and did a downwind departure.
Okay.
But I have no idea. I wasn't watching him. What you do need to do is make sure he's descending really quickly, so he may be coming back to land on right now.
UX, FM Montan advisory on the airport. VFR automated weather advisory. Wind 350 at 8. Visibility 10. Sky condition. Clear. Temperature missing. Dew point missing. Altimeter 3028.
Hamilton traffic, Skyhawk 62862 on the downwind to runway 3, Hamilton.
Get that guy in sight, because I lost him.
Don't have any sign anymore. So, car hit on. Bunch of flaps going. And
so he just turned final. You got him? He's right there. 45 degrees off your nose. Down low.
okay, so I need to
got
set
him?
my Yeah,
He just turned final, so you got to keep your eye out for that kind of stuff.
I agree.
Traffic, White Sky 48 Echo, final, runway 3, Hamilton traffic.
That was him. That was his first and only radio call, so I don't know what he's doing.
Hamilton traffic, Skyhawk 62862, non-extended downwind, Hamilton. Runway 3.
That may have been the guy that took off in front of us.
Hamilton traffic, Skyhawk 62862, turning base, runway 3, Hamilton.
Entering on a midfield crosswind for downwind 32, Ocean County.
Keep an eye on your ball. He's just crossing the threshold, so no factor.
Okay, good. So
it would be good to keep an eye on him though, because you can see if he has any wind. But you're not really on a square
No, I'm
base.
not.
No, but the only reason I'm pointing that out is you got to make a steeper turn to get lined up. And what's up?
Flying W traffic, Hamilton traffic, Skyhawk 62862, turning final, runway 3, Hamilton.
You're getting a little bit slow here. You don't want to be below 70 until we get this thing lined up.
Inbound for the localizer, runway 28.
Yeah, so that more than 90-degree turns is didn't help you right there. That guy just did a go-around. He made no radio calls again, so not a... so you see the windsock? The wind is pushing you from the left to the right.
Yeah.
So I would get all your correction in now. Right rudder, left aileron. Right rudder, left aileron. And you're going to need a little power because you're creating a lot of drag when you do that. But you're right on the glide path. You're 20 feet high right now, so don't overthink it. You're going to land a little bit long. Look at that guy, how steeply he's climbing out. I hope he knows he's doing that.
Ocean County traffic, Jersey 5 Tango Whiskey, we're on the left downwind for
okay.
We're going to cross over 32 and join the left downwind for 32, Ocean County.
Right rudder, left aileron. We'll get you lined up.
Stand my
Right rudder, left aileron, and power back. Go. Land on the main gear, not the nose wheel. That was actually very good. I don't know if that was all luck That was very good control. You made a lot of corrections. Let it roll out. Yeah, that was very nice. You did a lot of corrections there, and
Hamilton traffic, West
I shut up and let you do it.
downwind, runway 3, Hamilton traffic.
There's a radio call from that guy.
Finally.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't call the go-around. I mean, we saw him. He did a really... Did you see his...
State climb, yeah?
So we're going to get our plane cleaned up after we get off the runway. We'll pull up 2 plane lengths. I probably interrupted you from doing that day at Flying W. I probably said, keep going, I'll get it. And that's when Barbara, Don, Frank, and 4 other people decided they were going to call the police.
I remember that.
Jeez,
That's weird, man. Just like a...
Yeah. Well, they don't want you to get hurt, but...
Yeah.
You know, I went back and watched the video. I actually said, keep going, I'll get your flaps. And we just, like right at that second, we went by the window. This is perfect.
Okay. After landing. Starting the engine, after landing, flaps up.
That was a good landing, man.
Thank you, sir. I
was going to tell you, if you don't get this one, then you're not going by yourself, but it was a little windy and you made it happen.
Well, let me land in Flying W, and then we decide throttle 1,000.
I don't care about Flying W, because this is where you're coming where I can't watch
Car
you.
hit off. Car hit off.
But there will be a camera in 2 places.
Yeah, there you go. Landing lights as required, trim wheel set for takeoff. And after landing checklist complete, so let's move on.
Yeah, I have a feeling that might be the guy that was in front of you at,
Hamilton traffic, White Sox, Ford Echo, touch and go, runway
that's a
3,
different guy. That's a different flight school from Trenton, I think. Okay, little slower taxi just for, even though you got nothing in your way here, just be careful. Again, you have no idea. Look how many of these Aerostars are down here.
Yeah.
That place only works on Aerostar, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8, I think.
Fancy money, huh?
I don't know. I don't know, like a lot of them are really old. I don't know if they bought them to fix them, what the whole deal is, but, oh look, they're building another hangar too, it looks like. Right here, pre-engineered building going up.
Wow.
That's exciting. Straga Brothers Construction. We'll see. It looks like a new hangar to me. They should build like 50 or 100 new hangars here.
They need more runways then.
No, I mean there's no other place to keep an airplane around here.
Okay. What do you mean?
Retention basin is full. In a wet winter. Okay.
Stop here.
Stop here.
Watching the horizon in there.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. Before takeoff, flaps as required. Mixer, reach aim. Car hit off.
Let me just back you
Lights
up.
as required. Trim wheels set for takeoff. Fuel valve is in bot. Head indicator. 1, 2 to 4 maybe. 1 to 4. Looks like a and my heading indicator. Transponder is okay. Fine. For taxi checklist complete. I don't see any planes. Don't see any my ADS here. There. So let me use switch.
I'm going to turn my phone off because I found this is what's interfering with the camera.
Oh.
I don't know why. Just an anomaly.
Hamilton traffic, West Scott, Florida Echo, final runway 3, Hamilton traffic.
I guess I wait for him. Oh, final. Don't need to final. Not in final.
Really high, I don't know what he's doing. The steep approach.
Okay, how do I go up? How do I tell him that I want the reverse?
You want to go back to November 14?
Yes.
Just put in direct.
Direct.
November 14 with the little knob and the big knob. There you go.
10. Direct twice. Enter twice.
Enter twice. There you go. You're all, it takes a second to register. There you go.
Is he? Yes, he is. Alright, so Hamilton traffic, Skyhawk 62862, line up and wait, runway 3, Hamilton.
Traffic, West Scott, Florida Echo, cleared runway 3, Hamilton.
Outside.
Okay, real quick. Everything looks good. All you.
Hamilton traffic, Skyhawk 62862, departing runway 3, northbound Hamilton. Speed is alive, 55, 60, rotate.
Okay, look out your window about 30 degrees off your nose right now and tell me what you see.
I see a plane.
Okay, just keep your nose down because you never know what this guy's going to do.
Okay.
So, let's
200
track.
feet.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. You never know. He could turn into the runway, he could be trying to land, or he's just passing through the area. You may have no idea what's going on. And I don't have him on my ADS-B either, which is, there he is. He's at 20, you still have him, he says 2,300 feet. He is on the approach, but he's flying opposite direction, so. If I were you, I would just proceed on.
Traffic, that's a 1615.
Proceed on course?
Turning a
Yeah, why not?
runway 28, touch and go, can't make counter traffic. Ocean County traffic, arrows turning crosswind, 32, Ocean County. Ocean County traffic, arrows down, 32, Ocean County.
KMA traffic, Seneca 6 miles to the north, setting out at 2,000.
Turn this heat down a little because it's getting really hot in here.
Heritage traffic, Cirrus 7 miles out, landing straight in runway 28, Heritage.
Okay, that other guy, no factor, he's out heading toward McGuire. He's between us and McGuire. Good. Yeah, I mean, did you feel like you had control on that landing? Because you were doing everything right. You made a lot of corrections. I just want you to tell me if you felt that was like all luck.
No, I don't think it was luck, but it did help me that you actually reminded me.
So I was looking at the windsock. I don't know if you were, but it was pretty obvious from 1.5 miles, 2 miles out. You know, just get yourself situated, right rudder to get the plane lined up, because the wind was weather vaning you into the wind, so you needed right rudder to correct that. And now you're just going to keep going to the right unless you put in the left aileron. So the left aileron will make you go that way. The right rudder makes the plane not weather vane into the wind, which was from your left. So yeah, think about that on final. You don't want to get all the way down to the threshold and find out that you got to put in right rudder and you don't have enough.
Yeah.
Because at that point, now doing a go-around from 20 feet off the ground is much more dangerous. If you get to a really windy airport and you put the right rudder right all the way in and you're still going sideways, well, you might have to go somewhere else.
Yeah, you're good.
A little bit hazy out here, but I think half of that is the smoke from these burns.
Could be.
Looks a lot clearer from the ground, doesn't it? You're going to get a lot of days like this in the spring where all this moisture that's frozen into the top couple feet of the ground on these warm days starts evaporating out of the ground. And you'll get these, you know, warm, relatively warm days where you got a blue sky, but high pressure and this water is just coming out of the ground all over South Jersey.
Departing runway 3 to the west, Hamilton traffic.
Warrior 213 is about 11 miles to the northwest. We're going to enter on the 45 to the west now, runway 34.
This thing's still trying to connect to my iPhone even after I turn my iPhone off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, not a, I'm going to try updating the software when I get back. There's Atco Dragway. We talked about that right before, right? Like in an emergency, you could land in the parking lot, but the drag strip looks like a runway. The only problem is there's lights down the middle of it, which you won't see until you get down there. There's big light poles right down the middle, which would be a big surprise. That's not a good emergency landing spot.
No, it's not.
These are good emergency landing spots. These are all the practice fields. And you got the runway in sight from here?
I don't.
Okay, just start looking for landmarks. Don't look on your iPad. Look ahead.
Traffic 1 o'clock.
Forget about the traffic for the moment. Just that there is traffic. 300 feet below us, passing off to our right. Do you see him? Oh, there he goes. He's gone. He's no factor. Just look up here, and what's the biggest thing you see in front of you?
I see a tower on the right.
No, the biggest feature in the entire terrain, right?
Oh yeah, that right there. That's the white thing.
The nurseries,
the nurseries,
right?
yes.
Okay, now you know the nurseries are just a little bit to the north and south of the airport. So just look a little, you know, or sorry, to the east. So just look a little to the west.
To the west, yes. I see.
You see the runway now?
I see the runway now.
Okay, so I'm just trying to tell you, that nursery with the plastic in the winter is the biggest thing in a 15-mile radius. There's the Vincenttown Water Tower. That's just a little bit east and north.
That's what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go around the Vincenttown Water Tower to line up to enter the pattern on a 45 to land in runway 1.
I'm going to get my car keys available because when we get there, I'm getting out, right? Is that the plan?
Well, what do you think if we use land and go to Cayman? Do you think that because I feel it's a little bit bumpy.
This is not bumpy, Chief.
Okay.
This is not bumpy.
You think that? Okay.
And you know this is not. We've been out when it's been bumpy. You've flown in a thunderstorm with me before, and I don't know if you did the snowstorm, but this is not bumpy.
Okay.
And you're the one who wanted to do this today.
I know.
You wanted to do your solo, so don't chicken out on me now. You did it. That was a very nice landing.
Thank you.
Were you okay with it?
Yeah.
Because I didn't have any problem with that. Seemed like you had your control of the aircraft to me, which is all we're looking for here. I don't want you to fly to Cape May until you do this, because this is the intermediate step.
I agree.
Because the minute we go to Cape May, me and you, I want you to be fresh to do it by yourself. Maybe even the same day if possible. I don't want to wait like 2 weeks, so. Okay, what are you supposed to be doing right now? What are we way behind on?
Alright, so let me get my 112,
freaks.
my 80s.
113 Zulu. Wind 340 at 09er. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 06 Celsius. Dew point -11 Celsius. Altimeter 3031. For Mark,
3031.
density altitude -1,400. Automated.
Yeah, I mean, you can do whatever you want, but you are the one who told me that you wanted to do this short cross country to get this under your belt. So, this is a pretty normal flying day, if you ask me. I wouldn't be afraid of this today. You know, just pay attention to the wind on final approach. It's going to be the same thing, probably. Look at it. You're going to have. Go ahead and get your ASOS from South Jersey first. Got traffic out here, 4 miles, -300, just keep an eye on him. He's way inside of McGuire's airspace, or pretty close now.
Sky condition clear. Temperature 06 Celsius. Dew point -11 Celsius. Altimeter 3031. For Mars, density altitude -1,400.
Flying W traffic, Arlington and base runway 1 flying W.
Okay, how long are you going to let that ASOS play? Or AWAS, whatever it is over there. No, do you have it? Do you have everything?
Well, yeah, I was trying to see.
Okay, just listen to it one time and be done with it, because you're starting to get close to the pattern now.
Crossbeach traffic, use caution. There's currently one scanner over the field by
3031, you got that?
Got that, yeah.
Right now you need the altitude and the wind.
Final runway 1 flying W.
I'm sorry, the wind and the altimeter, not altitude. You got the wind?
I got the wind, yeah.
What was it?
340.
Okay, so 340 is 20 degrees, 30 degrees off the runway heading. The crosswind component's going to be 5 or 6 knots. You might even get some straight down the runway wind if you're lucky. Relax, man. You've done this 50 times.
Thank you, Paul.
This is not a big trip from here to Hamilton. It's 12 minutes.
Yeah.
It's actually easier than flying the pattern, I think. And you just did it. The only reason I was even talking was I can't shut up. I drank a latte, and then I had a cup of really strong breakfast tea.
Traffic, that's 94247.
And it's boring as hell. I've been locked up in the house for 13, 14 months.
Yeah, man, you and me.
You and me. At least we got rid of the mask.
Yeah, I agree.
We think.
Northeast.
Okay.
We're overflying the at 25.
So, we're pretty far out here, and the reason we are is because the wind pushed you over. I think you were heading a little closer to the water tower, weren't you? And the wind got you.
Yeah, I was. And I want some time to enter the F45. So
Man, do you have a dog?
I do.
Alright, somebody's got dog hair all over my iPad. Might have to charge you extra.
I have a dog and a cat.
Never mind, it's cat. It's a cat. That's what is going on here. Cleaning charge I'm gonna get you for. Okay, gonna have your sun in your eyes, so get ready for that. Good time to do an approach checklist, even though there's not a giant approach checklist.
Okay, so Seagun is
well, no, not the gumps yet. The approach checklist basically is, you know, you got your traffic pattern, altitude, what is that?
It's 1049.
Yeah, so we're gonna use 1049. It's right traffic, I believe, for the runway you're planning on landing on?
It is right traffic, yes.
Okay. And you know what the pattern entry is here because you're already established.
Yep.
And the wind is going to be from your left to your right. Does that sound right?
Yep.
Okay. That's kind of you got your ASOS, AWAS from South Jersey.
Yep.
So, and then that's pretty much it. You have any other concerns about landing at the Flying W?
No.
Good.
This is my midfield. I imagine that I cannot see the runway, but it's right there.
It's right there. That's the field off the end of the north side. So you're if you know where the nursery is, you're just heading right for the other side of the nursery where the red barns are. Just watch your altitude. You want to stay at 1049.
2000 inbound.
So now, that was your, and you want to check your fuel too. You know, this is a good time. Just make sure we have fuel and lights are on, all that stuff, right? We never turned them off. So now you can do your gumps check when you get on a downwind.
Okay, car hit.
No, wait till you get on the downwind because you're right now you want to get on the downwind.
Alright, so let me make the call because that's the runway right there.
Yep, you got it.
Flying W traffic, Skyhawk 62862 midfield entering the 45 for runway 1. Flying W.
Okay. Watch your altitude. We're 100 feet low now.
Okay, that's my
horse track.
That's my horse track. So
keep it coming to the left. The wind is going to push you to the right, so you're correcting properly for that. From the right to the left. So
I'm gonna get my car hit, get my speed. Yep. Get my car hit off.
Look over at the airport and see the runway. It's right back there.
Yep, I see.
Flying W traffic, Archer taking active runway 1, Flying W.
Crosskeys traffic.
I had to lose
2 minutes
some
until Skyvers over
altitude.
the field. 2 minutes to Skyvers over Crosskeys. Look out.
Look out.
Dover traffic, Skyhawk entering.
Watch your descent rate.
Yep.
I'm getting a terrain warning. That's for this water tower and cell phone tower.
Flying W traffic, Skyhawk 62862 turning base, runway 1. Flying W.
Okay, now this is a good time to do your gumps check. Somehow your lights all got off, so let's get those back on again. Your landing light and your taxi. This put on the landing light. I'm going to get it for you so you know.
I don't see.
I think you turned them off when we landed at Hamilton. Your landing light is on. Okay, gumps check, please.
Okay, see, car hit is on.
Let's just go through the gumps check.
Gas, fuel, that's good. Undercarriage is fixed. Mixture rich in. And propeller is fixed. Flying W, Skyhawk 62862, turning final, runway 1, Flying W.
And watch your airspeed, and you're going to be getting pushed from left to right, so just be aware of that. I'm telling you to turn, but you're doing the right thing. You're right on the glide path, and just don't get any slower than 70 until you're straightened out here. Okay, let's get your nose down, flaps in, and land this thing. You're in the white arc. Now we're just a little bit high. Go ahead and fix that.
Traffic, Cessna 247 is over power plant.
Beautiful.
Going to be entering the 45 downwind.
Now you're on the glide path, so let's fix our descent rate at 200 to 300 feet per minute. There you go. And we're just a little bit fast, so you got all your flaps in. There you go.
Flying W traffic, Archer turning base, runway 1, Flying W.
Make a short final call, please.
Crosswind.
Flying W traffic, Skyhawk 62862, short final, runway 1, Flying W.
Okay, so you got wind just variable from coming from your left to straight down the runway. Add a touch of power just because you got some gustiness here. And watch your airspeed. You're at 65.
Flying W traffic, Archer turning
right
downwind,
rudder,
runway 1,
left
Flying W.
aileron will get you on the center line. There you go. Beautiful. Do not fail to use your rudder either direction to get on the ground here. We want to land on the main gear first if possible. Right rudder. Little sideways, right rudders. Right rudder, right rudder, right rudder.
Crosskeys right now. If
There
you're
you
on
go.
area, please use caution.
Touch of power, there you go.
Traffic.
So that we just needed a lot more right rudder, and you let it all out at the last second.
Okay.
Let's just stop real quick right here. Let's do one more pattern here.
Okay.
You had that, perfect. You let the rudder out at the last second. Did you see what happened?
Yes.
So right at the last second, you let the rudder out. And everybody does that. I don't know why. It's like, you think you landed, but that wind, that wind is still there. Let's just do one more pattern.
Alright, let me do my After landing check, flaps up. Extra reach in. Throttle 1000. Car hit off. And landing lines are required. Triple safe for takeoff. And after landing checklist complete.
And looks good to me. We're gonna leave that light on.
Okay.
Yeah, so the problem there was you let the rudder, you were on the ground, or almost on the ground, and you let the rudder out, and we got all sideways again. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Flying W traffic, Archer turning final runway 101, flying W.
Flying W traffic, Skyhawk 6262, taxiing runway 1, flying W.
So you do have a crosswind here. It's probably, I don't know, and it's variable too, so that's that makes it a little more challenging. But it's like 5-6 knots, which is not a lot of wind. You know, you've been out here when it's 12, 14, 18, gusting 20, and we've landed this plane.
You heard that?
I did.
Was it like a trickling?
It just sounded like some normal, let me just feel it real quick.
Sure.
It sounded like just a little bouncing brakes maybe. I think the nose strut is a little low possibly.
Probably.
We didn't land on the nose wheel though. Hey, your plane.
Okay, my plane.
Your plane. Okay.
Before takeoff, flaps as required, mixture reach in, cap hit off, lights as required, trim wheel set for takeoff, fuel valve is in both, heading indicator, let me check my heading indicator, 50.
154.
There. Heading and transponder time, checklist, before takeoff checklist complete, no traffic inside. Flying W traffic, Skyhawk 62862, departing runway 1 and staying in the pattern. Flying W.
Yeah, how many times have you landed this plane by yourself now?
Ooh.
15?
South Jersey
Probably
traffic,
more than that.
Huh?
11
Probably more than
miles
that.
to the north.
More than that. So,
45
I mean,
downwind
I
runway,
just want you to think
South Jersey.
about this. It's rudder and ailerons. But you got to be lined up with the the plane. The nose and tail have to be lined up at the runway when you touch down.
Aye.
Otherwise, it doesn't want to roll. It wants to roll over.
Ready?
I'm ready. Everything looks good from here. Fuel's on both. Your plane.
My plane. Speed is alive. 55, 60.
There's definitely a lot of shimmy in this nose wheel. Okay, so you don't have to be now, we're not landing now, so you can let this thing weather vane into the wind and use your ailerons and rudder to maintain runway centerline track, and you're fine.
Cross caravan, let's base 27 cross
Lakewood traffic, 41 Juliet Alpha is turning right base, runway 24, for Lakewood traffic.
My watch is telling me this is a loud environment that can damage your hearing.
Really?
Yeah, do you have that set up on your one?
I do.
That's why we're wearing noise canceling
Flying W
headsets.
traffic, Archer taking active runway 1, stand in the pattern, flying W.
Flying W traffic, 62862, turning right downwind 1, close traffic, flying W.
How are you?
Crosskies, Caravan, short final, 27 Crosskies.
Lakewood traffic, 41 Juliet Alpha is turning.
Yeah, I just made that radio call just because I don't want that guy turning in front of you, but he is, oh, see him. Is he already off the end?
Your family?
Oh, my grandson was there. He's just on the roll now. Yeah, my grandson is over there. I texted him. I told him we're doing a couple laps, or at least one lap in the pattern. I thought that smoke was going to be closer to the airport last year when I was out here with somebody. We couldn't go to Hamilton because there was one of those controlled burns between us and the airport. We wanted to do a solo.
Solberg traffic, Skyhawk 777, turning left crosswind, runway 22, Solberg traffic.
So we're just a tad low and wide. The wind is pushing you out.
Yep, the wind is pushing me.
So just maybe be aware of that at 100
Flying W traffic,
RPMs.
Archer turning cross.
Flying W traffic, Skyhawk 62862, turning base, runway 1, flying W.
But I don't know, you might have stepped on that guy, but he was just getting ready to make his.
Solberg traffic, Skyhawk 777, departing to the south, last call, Solberg traffic.
Don't see anybody between you and the approach end of the runway. Always check your final here for
247, turning left base, runway 22, Solberg.
for other flight instructors and Chris Verrill coming in straight in.
Flying W traffic, Archer turning downwind, runway 1, flying
This is where you want to start really keeping an eye on your airspeed. I don't want you any slower than 70 till your turn final. Just, you know, it's dangerous.
Yep.
Especially when you're making these turns more than 90 degrees.
Flying W traffic, Skyhawk 62862, turning final, runway 1, flying W.
Watch your airspeed. Let's get the nose down instead of up. Down instead of up. There you go. Push it down a little bit. There you go. Okay, so there is the red and white. And there's not a whole lot left to do except turn final and put it in the flaps.
Traffic, Skyhawk 3 miles to the north. We're going to be setting up for a 45 entry on the right downwind for 28 South Jersey.
Flying W traffic, Skyhawk 62862, short final 1, flying W, full stop. Okay, focus. And don't get all crazy. All I want you to do is land so that...
Flying W traffic, Sundowner 90208 Sierra is 10 miles to the south. We'll be inbound for runway 1, flying W.
You should have control all the way till you're turning off the runway. And
Flying W traffic, Archer turning base, runway 1, flying W.
a little bit of right rudder is going to get you there. There you go. I like this. I like that you got it slowed down. We're still 15 feet off the ground, so don't hit hard. There you go, just a touch of power. Okay, so I think we have an understanding now.
Flying W traffic, Archer turning the final.
Let's get off at the second one.
2919, go ahead. I think just today. Is this Marshall? Hey, come up fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, I'm on my way to...
You can just take me up to my car location and then you can go do your thing, all right? Are you good?
I'm good.
That was a perfect landing.
Thank
I mean, I knew you had this in you because you've done it, whatever you said, 15 or 20 times perfectly. So I'm going to just turn this iPad off unless you think you're going to need it.
I think I'm going to be fine with this one.
Just don't get too close to this plane.
Sure.
Now you can turn over just a hair and let me out. I'll see you in a half hour or so.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Should I take a walkie-talkie?
Yes, please.
I'm not going to take my headset. I just
South Jersey traffic, Skyhawk is left downwind 26 South Jersey.
Is wait, my plan gonna be backwards. Good. Thank you, Paul. See you in a bit. Yeah. So help me out here. Direct here. It's gonna direct, and then here is gonna be.
Flying W traffic, Archer clear, runway 1, flying W.
Flying W. Direct. And direct, enter. Right? Up. Okay, thank you. Got it. Thank you, sir. Thank you. See you soon. Absolutely.
South Jersey traffic, Skyhawk, turning right base 26 South Jersey.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna do my after landing. Thank you. Flaps up. Mixer, reach aim.
Helicopter 5 miles to the north. We'll be joining left downwind for runway 1. Flying W.
Throttle 1,000. Car hit off. Landing lights returning. We'll set for takeoff. After landing, check is complete. 122.8. Okay. Flying W traffic is Skyhawk 6862. Taxiing runway to runway 1. Flying W. Okay, here we go.
Headline traffic, Sundowner is overflying the field at 1,500 feet, heading east, red line.
Flying W traffic, Archer taking active runway 1, standing in the pattern, flying W.
South Jersey Regional, Skyhawk turning right crosswind 26 South Jersey.
Okay, before takeoff, flaps up, mixer, reach in, car hit off, lights as required, trim wheel safe for takeoff,
South Jersey traffic,
fuel valve,
turning
but
right downwind,
heading indicator,
South Jersey.
Looks good, transponder looks good, time, before checklist is complete. Flying W traffic 60862, Skyhawk 60862, line up, away, runway 1, flying W.
Flying W traffic, Centurion is 5 south on the RNAV 1, will be straight in runway 1, full stop.
Okay, so 1 and 1. Good. Good, let me lock this thing. Lock it, lock it, lock it, lock. Okay, here we go. 3 seconds to this. Perfect wind.
Flying W traffic, Archer.
Airspeed is alive.
Flying W.
40, 50, 55, 60. Positive rate of climb. BY.
Traffic, Centurion's a 4 mile straight in, runway 1 on the RNAV.
A little bit.
Flying W traffic, helicopter will be doing orbit on the left downwind to let the airplane pass. Flying W.
Right base 26, South Jersey.
Silver traffic, Skyhawk, November 21022, leading to the left 45, left downwind 2 Silver.
Flying W traffic, Archer turn it downwind, runway 1, Flying W. Flying W traffic, Centurion, 3 miles straight in on the RNAV. Flying W.
So now I need to make my heading. I have traffic 9 o'clock.
South Jersey traffic, Skyhawk turning final 26, South Jersey.
Now I have to go to 184. 1,000 feet right now. It looks clean to me. And actually 1,200 feet, which is above the pattern.
Traffic, Centurion, a 2 mile final, runway 1.
Okay. Keep going.
Traffic helicopter is left base behind the Centurion for runway 1. Flying W.
I see a plane again.
Check over here at South Jersey.
Clear,
I don't think it plays a factor. 1,400. And one 184 is had to be my heading.
W traffic,
Okay, see 2 planes
runway 1, full stop.
in front of me.
Silver traffic, Skyhawk, November 210.
Flying W traffic helicopter is on a 1.5 mile final behind the Centurion, number 2 to land, runway 1. Flying W.
And Flying W traffic, Sundowners loitering right here around the Red Lion, going to approach the airport, looking for a spot to enter left downwind, runway 1, Flying W.
For landing 01.
Traffic 11 o'clock.
Flying W traffic, Archer is turning an extended right base, runway 1, number 3. Flying W.
I'll try to get out of your way fast, Chris.
Traffic moving 99.
That's too high now.
I'll try to get out of your way pretty quick, so you don't have to worry about adjusting your speed.
184.
Silver
All the
traffic,
way
Skyhawk, November
to
210.
the right.
022, turning final.
South Jersey traffic, Skyhawk, clear the runway.
Flying W traffic,
2,500.
final
In
runway
between
1.
2,500. So
To the land.
need to really lower my nose. Okay, descending now. And then Tango had the right heading.
Flying W traffic, Skyhawk 738 Yankee Tango is 2 miles 45 to the right downwind to runway 1. Flying W.
Now 2,300.
Flying W traffic, Centurion's clear, 1.
And my heading is good.
Flying W traffic, Sundowner, 9er, 208 Sierra is turning to enter left downwind, runway 01, Flying W.
Well,
Flying W traffic helicopter clear, runway 5.
3.4 nautical miles. Is that true?
East inbound runway 22, full stop, forward.
Thanks, John.
That doesn't look right. Really, that close?
Flightington traffic,
Yes.
RB 218 Lima
So I
descending into the
need
upwind
to
for
start
runway 1,
descending.
Flightington.
Need to see where the freaking airport
Flying W
is.
traffic, Sundowners entering left downwind now, Runway 01, see traffic over to my right. Hope you have me in sight. Flying W.
And Flying W traffic, give us Skyhawk on a right downwind 1. It's right traffic for fixed wing.
Correct, sorry. Did I say left?
Planning for the airport. Still don't say it inside, but apparently. Yeah. Don't say the airport inside.
2 north, 45 to downwind 01, Harvard.
Yeah, so I suspect it's too close. Yeah. Too close. And I'm going to be doing runway 3, so...
Turning a right base, 01, fly W. Flight control, traffic, RV 28 on the kilo, entering crosswind for runway 1, flight attendant.
On 1800, I can maintain this altitude. Airspace is good, fuel is good, and a little bit 20. Let's put a little bit more.
Flying W traffic, Archer clear, runway 01, Flying W.
A little bit concerned that I don't see the airport, but it's 6 nautical miles. That's what it's saying.
Sundown turning final.
Check here.
01, Flying W.
No, it's the problem.
Travis Scott holds short behind the
It's the problem.
Flying W traffic, Skyhawk turning a right base for runway 1, we're number 2, Flying W.
So now it makes sense. It says that I'm 9 point something nautical miles. Now it makes sense. And 184. Yeah. What was happening is that my iPad somehow said that I was going from Hamilton to Flying W and it's going backwards.
01.
So, and 1900, it's here. My course is good, it's about 180, 190. I'm going to get to it. Looks good. Okay, now on 2000.
Silver traffic, blue Skyhawk 5272, Romeo 5 miles to the east, and runway 22.
The airport may be that one over there.
Getting traffic at Patterson, Silver.
Copy traffic out, 3059 to Romeo, crosswind, runway 1 hopping.
So let me just switch.
Flying W traffic, Skyhawk 738,
1 to 2.7.
runway 1, flying W.
1000.
1 to 2.7.
Traffic 30 X-ray.
November 6 here, vector traffic, 12 o'clock, 10 miles, opposite direction is a PA.
1 to 2.7 now, and let me get my...
You can get Alpha on downwind for 28, take me.
UX, FM Montana advisory on the airport. VFR automated weather advisory. Wind 350 at 7. Visibility 10. Sky condition. Clear. Temperature missing. Dew point missing. Altimeter 3028.
3028. That's about here.
Chester County traffic, land 01 Echo, short final, runway 29.
That seems to be like the airport over there. I think it is. So 5.9 nautical miles. Gonna lower my airspeed. Yeah, that's the airport. And 2100 to descend a little bit. There's a pattern altitude and actually 5 miles. And the pattern altitude is 169.
Training base for 28.
1069.
Traffic, Kepler 12, turning downwind, runway 25.
I'm hoping that I get a nice wing. So right now I'm 1900.
County traffic, Cessna Hotel Romeo, left base 32, Ocean County.
Nothing, I don't see anything on my pattern, which is good. All what I needed. Tanning and don't see anything. but the airport. Okay, so keep going to final altitude to descend a little bit more. I'll open myself a little bit here. Pattern to the runway until I join the pattern, which is at 1069. Okay, so where my speed here? Let's do a SIGOM check. Car hit. No, no, not yet. Hamilton traffic, Skyhawk 62862, midfield joining the 45 for runway 3. Hamilton traffic. Now I'm part of altitude, so now I can just maintain it a little bit because I'm not even midfield, right? And put it straight. This is my airspeed. I'm parallel to the runway. And okay, so my car hit is coming up. Car hit is on. I'm gonna put my first notch of flaps. Okay. Nose down.
Just County traffic, Skyhawk 210.565 to the southwest, setting up for midfield downwind for 29, Chester County.
That's good. Actually, the wind feels better. Have my first notch of flaps. The green. I'm gonna get a little bit separated from the runway. So I have some space. Hamilton traffic, Skyhawk 62862, turning base, runway 3, Hamilton. Okay, 700, that's good. And I'm actually looking here. I need to be on a 90 degrees angle, on a 45. Okay, now I can look into the runway. I see the runway, get my one notch down. A little bit closer to the runway, which I don't like.
County traffic, Skyhawk 21056, entering midfield downwind for 29, Chester County.
Okay. Flying W traffic, Hamilton traffic, Skyhawk 62862, turning final, runway 3, Hamilton. Yeah, it was too close. Way too close, but I can do it. I can fix this. And my next notch of flaps. Okay, use. And then. Okay, so you have in the glide path. I need to do a little bit of. Okay, so now above. Side rudder, left a little. Side rudder, left a little. Okay, this is looking good. Side rudder, left a little. Speed. Getting a little bit, getting rid of that speed. Okay, beautiful. For what it was, I think it was okay. A lot of corrections, as Paul said, but I got a crosswind there. So, good. Half of the work is done. Half of the work is done. Hamilton traffic, Skyhawk 60862, clear the active. Now let's do our after landing check. After landing checks, please. Flaps up. Mixture. Aim for taxi. 2 fingers in there. Throttle. 1000 RPM. Car hit off. Lights as required. Trim wheel safe for takeoff. And after landing checklist complete. Fuel looks good. Both wings. Everything will be good here. Before I do my for takeoff checklist, I'm going to change the GPS. Fix on my iPad and the airplane GPS. Slow. People, I'm going slow, as you told me. That one felt good. There is a lot of crosswind in there. You can see the idea. Well, maybe a lot of crosswind for me. Maybe not for somebody with a lot of experience, but so it is 55 at this plane until we're not gonna be able to go to. Okay, but that's okay. That is okay. Okay. I can see here for incoming traffic. Let me neutralize the. Yeah, neutralize. Neutralizing the wheel. Okay, before takeoff, flaps up, mixture reach in, car hit off, lights as required, trim wheel set for takeoff, fuel valve is in both, transponder is good, altitude, time, 55. Before checklist, takeoff checklist complete. Let me go here, flap this. So I'm going now from N81 to test that there is an error. It says use. Going good. Going to get rid of this flap here. To hide it, high plate. And wing is okay. So direct. And okay, now it's when I get actually and E1 1-4. Enter. Okay. Very good. Takes a little bit. Right there. Okay. I'm on the traffic Skyhawk 60862, taking off on runway 3 and heading northbound. Hamilton traffic.
White Cessna.
Okay. 3 in the outside. That's not really quite 3 in the side, 3 in the side. Okay, so let's do this. Second 1, 2, 3. Seat is alive. 50, 55, 60. Rotate. Y. $300. $500. So 15 nautical miles.
In Ocean County traffic, you got a Cessna at 4,000 feet above the field, east to west. We're going to be spiraling down to the west of the field, landing runway 32, Ocean County.
Well, if I can make this happen, which I don't have any other solution, this is going to be my first cross country. I know it's just 15 nautical miles, but worth it. Actually eliminates some of the fear that I have. Okay, so fuel is okay, oil temperature is perfect, pressure is okay, a little bit high, but I'm climbing, so that explains it. Speed is okay, we're 100 knots. Okay, I reached my pattern, my cruise altitude, so...
Ocean County traffic, you got a white Cessna over the field, 4,000 feet. We're going to be spiraling down.
I'm going to level down.
Left downwind for runway 32, Ocean County.
And I'm going to try to do my cruise. Throttle is there, flaps up, landing lights off, mixture, lean, I don't need to lean it. And then elevator trim, adjust, flight following plan, cruise checklist is complete. So now I went a little bit high, and 2400, so I'm gonna chim in, and there you go. Now I'm descending a little bit at 500 feet per second. My heading is a little bit to the right, it's only a little bit off, but not too much. That's where I had to be, I believe. Yes, that's it, that's flying W right there. So that was good that Paul told me about that. I see I think that's the Vincenttown Tower and the North Series there. And good. Man, that's awesome. And no descending, so I'm going to pull a little bit of my power still. 2100 RPMs, and I'm descending at 300 feet per minute. That's a comfortable rate. Just because I have an N2300 right now. So I'm going to just get the Vincenttown Tower from the right. Make my turn there to do my 45 entry. At this time, I believe I can change my frequency. It will be a good time to change my frequency. So let's do this. Let's put 122.8 there. Now in the flying W frequency, let me get my 80s.
Your observation 2202 Zulu.
Lakewood traffic, Skyhawk 93 Kilo Kilo is joining the midfield right downwind 24 Lakewood.
Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 06 Celsius. Dew point -11 Celsius. Altimeter 3032. Remarks. Density altitude -1,400. Automated weather observation 2203 Zulu. Wind 330 at 10. Visibility 10.
Scanning the pattern.
Sky condition clear.
Looks good.
Temperature 06 Celsius. Dew point -11 Celsius. Altimeter 3032. Remarks. Density altitude
-1,400.
Kilo Kilo is right base 24 Lakewood.
032.
Automated weather observation 2203 Zulu. Wind 330 at 10. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 06 Celsius. Dew point -11 Celsius. Altimeter 3032. Remarks. Density altitude -1,400. Automated weather observation 2204 Zulu. Wind 340 at 08. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 06 Celsius. Dew point -1.
Where's the traffic? Cessna 2844. 5 miles. Down.
I'm descending now to get into my traffic pattern. I'm descending about 200 feet, 100 feet per second. That's okay, I'm comfortable with that rate of descent. 100, 200. I see the Vincent Town Tower over there. I see the North City over there. Yeah. Wind is pushing me to the right. And 1800 by now. That's good. Apps are completely up. My car hit the same. Mixer is reaching. Looking good. Looking good. That's a new complex right there. $1,700. I think it's a good rate of descent. This is gonna go around the Vincent Tower and then enter the 45 to flying W. There's on 1500. No bad. Because by the time I get there, I need to be 1049.
Papa traffic 6470 Papa, crossing 01 Harvard.
On 1200, I'm gonna keep maintain this altitude 1200 because I'm not yet.
0100.
Mile 40.
Traffic 647 please.
I don't see any traffic. Nobody above me. I don't see anybody below me. So. Flying W traffic, Skyhawk 62862, entering the 45, middle field, runway 1, Flying W traffic. See the airport, but I know it's somewhere there. Maybe, yeah, I see there. Okay, so now I need to get my airspeed on.
Crosswind to the south.
Okay. So, get my first notch of flap and put my nose down. A little bit separated. That's okay. Y arc. Flying W traffic, Skyhawk 62862, turning base, runway 1, flying W. Okay. 80 knots. Looking for, get my runway 1 right there. I see the one more notch of flaps, and I have 20 degrees of flaps and 700, so I'm a little bit too high, but that's okay. I know how to deal with that. Flying W traffic, Skyhawk 628, turning final runway 1, flying W. Okay, and you glide path here. It's last notch of flaps, and I just need to put my throttle configure on this. So let's. Okay, so just. Oh, this is looking good. So, getting into fast. The glide path, but my airspeed is.
Silver traffic, blue sky, departure center, Romeo on crosswind, runway 22, exiting crosswind, departure to the east, last call, Silver.
Silver traffic, Skyhawk is southeast, inbound at south, departure on the box.
Cross keys, many 300 miles clear southeast.
Hamilton, flying W traffic, Skyhawk 6062, short final, runway 1, flying W traffic. Beautiful. At least I think it was beautiful. Flying W traffic, Skyhawk 62, clear the active.
Flying W traffic, Warrior taking runway 1 for departure to the south, flying W.
Frank wants to know why your flaps are down.
Yeah, I just realized of that. Okay, so after landing, flaps up, mixture lean, throttle 1000, car hit off, and let's require trim wheel set for takeoff. And after landing, checklist complete and shut down. Avionics master off.